Hey, welcome into a Saturday Night Live edition of Locked On Astros. I'm Htown Wheelhouse, and the Houston Astros defeat the Twins behind 3 home runs, and someone hit a home run today. Is he back? I don't know. We'll talk about this, Abreu, Bregman, and so much more on this edition of Locked On Astros. Hey, Yiner, let's go.
Yainer Diaz, this is Locked On Astros.
Hello and welcome to Locked On Astros, your daily Astros podcast. Here are your hosts, Eric the Man Huysman and Brett Htown Wheelhouse Chancey.
Hey there, and thanks for tuning in to Locked On Astros. I'm Htown Wheelhouse, and you can find me at Htown Wheelhouse on X, Instagram, and TikTok. You can find me at Stros411 on X and on Facebook. You can find me at Back to the Bullpen on X and on Instagram, where I am always positive, always Stros. The Astros win a game today. They win a game today against the Twins in remarkable fashion. I mean, look, Framber Valdez almost threw a no-hitter. You had Jose Abreu go yard. You had Jake Myers catch. I mean, there is so much to look at, but let me tell you that this episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. This episode is brought to you by the easiest and the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Go to prizepicks.com/LockedOnMLB and use the code, all lowercase, LockedOnMLB for your first deposit match of up to $100. So, hey, let's get into it. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm actually donning the lucky Astros 1994 Craig Biggio jersey. Let me tell you the story behind this jersey. I've been wanting this jersey for quite some time, and the first time I donned it was the night that Ronel Blanco threw his no-hitter. So that was win number 1. Then I can't remember the other 2 games, but this is the 4th game I've worn it to. All 4 games I've worn it to, they've won. Now, because we're superstitious, we're going to go with it that it was the jersey. I got a good friend of mine on Twitter. I saw him today cooking up crawfish over at Kobo's Cube before the game when we were pre-gaming. And he said, I'm not going because I'm 0-7 this year. I was like, well, you stay here cooking the crawfish. I'll take the lucky jersey and I'll get the win for the team. Now, as much as I would love to take credit, it had absolutely nothing to do with me and everything to do with everything that went right with this game. So let's look at this. I want to attack this differently since I'm going solo tonight. The Houston Astros come in. They lost the first game. It wasn't a great game. It was just simply just one of those games where you just kind of want to forget. And so in the bottom of the first, you had hold on, let me go to this scoring for what. Okay, here we go. So you get into this game, and typically the away team is the one that scores first, but it was the Houston Astros that scored first. Yordan Alvarez hit a home run, his 10th home run. It was a 2-run homer. Kyle Tucker was on base, 109.5 miles off the bat, 403 feet in distance. And this was actually his first multi-home run game since April 27th. So you love to see Yordan Alvarez getting a multi-home run game. Look, he is way behind the lead. Aaron Judge now leads with 20 home runs. Kyle Tucker's behind him with 19. Gunnar Henderson is behind Kyle Tucker with 18, unless that changes before or after I speak. Mr. Twang said, don't take the jersey off, Brett. Look, this jersey is not appropriate for Houston humidity and heat. I am going to dread wearing this in the middle of the summer. It was hot today because the humidity was killing me going to the stadium, but I still wore it. I still was not going to, remove the jersey simply because it was hot. I will take one for the team. Yes, and David is in. David is here. We don't focus on the positive here for David. David says, and we stay 6.5 back. You know what, David? Thank you for bringing us back to earth. Every party has a pooper. That's why we invited you. Party pooper, David. I'm joking. That's a joke. But yeah, dude, come on, man. let the boys play. Let the guys have some fun. So let me get back into this before I was rudely interrupted with some negativity on my feed. Now we had, I don't want to play that because you'll hear it. The bottom of the second, guess who homered? Not Kyle Tucker. It was Jose Abreu. And I was sitting out in section 133, and that ball, when he hit that ball, I was like, that's gone. That ball is gone. And I said, let's go, Jose Abreu. Get off the schneid. And I've been talking down this guy. I've been saying he needs to be DFA'd. I'm tired of this guy being on the team. And what does he do? It was 100.5 miles an hour off the bat, 376 feet. So that makes it actually 3-0, Houston Astros. And then Kyle Tucker gets up, hits a home run, his 19th of the year, to right center field, an absolute tank, 103.1 miles an hour off the bat, 396 feet. Go to the fifth inning, the last time the Astros score. Now, I've got to say this, before Yordan Alvarez hit the home run, what happened? What happened? There were 2 outs. You know why there were 2 outs? Because I don't know if Jose Altuve went on his own or if Jose Altuve was sent, but Jose Altuve tries to steal a bag on what happens. He's out. Jose Altuve, I love you. Like my mouse on my large custom mouse says Wheelhouse 27, attribute to Jose Altuve. I've got an Altuve bat back here. I've got Altuve cards. I've got Altuve signatures, Altuve everything, right? He got caught stealing. That's right, Chris. And now we didn't need it today, but what if this was one of those games where we needed that extra run? Because at the end, it looked like the Twins were going to start scoring some runs. It would have been nice for the Astros to win 6-2. Now, is that a minor detail? Yes, it is, because you took a run off the board with your most powerful bat up at the plate. So anyways, Yordan Alvarez got his 11th home run of the season. Again, his first multi-home run game since April 27th. So Yordan Alvarez goes 3 for 3, 2 home runs, a walk, 3 RBI, and 2 runs. Kyle Tucker 1 for 3, a home run, a walk, an RBI, 2 runs. And we'll get to Framber Valdez in the second segment. But also, we want to talk about Alex Bregman. Alex Bregman was 2 for 4 today. Alex Bregman got a single, got a double, looked good. I mean, I love the way he's swinging the bat. And I would say this, later tonight, around 10:30, Back to the Bullpen's going to go live. And I want you to join me with Mike Stanton. And Mike Stanton's going to break down Bregman's swing, what gives him success when he pops it up. And he broke it down on TV. I said, Mike, you got to do that on the show. So y'all go over to the Back to the Bullpen podcast. Check that out. We'll be talking not only about Astros, but some other things around the league. David, he's not holding his breath. I don't know what you're holding. Look, David. Yes. David, I'm not going to put that on the screen, but yes, Altuve is terrible at running the bases. Hey, what's up, y'all? I've got some people watching me on TikTok Live as well. But right here, I kind of flipped the script. I talked about the home runs first, but Framber Valdez. Can we give this man his flowers? Framber freaking Valdez, La Grasa. This dude, 7 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 4 Ks. He's now 4-3. He's lowered his ERA to 4.95. This guy absolutely looked like the Framber Valdez that we remember. Because, look, he started May with the loss. Then he got 2 wins. Then he got 2 losses. He was 2-3 in the month of May. He was 2-3 with a, where is his ERA? His earned run average was 4.34. Actually, no, his earned run average was 5.34 in May. He now has, after this one game, he has a 1.29 ERA. I love that. He pitched masterfully. You know what he didn't do? He didn't go away from the game plan. And you know what I think is going to happen as a result of this? I bet you, guess who was behind the plate for him today? It was Victor Caratini. And as much as we love Yainer Diaz on this show, as much as we respect him as the starting catcher, if this is the kind of performance that Framber gets out of a game because Caratini is behind the plate, I bet you the next time Framber starts, you will see Caratini behind the plate. And I'll have to look. I don't know how many times he's caught him, but I'm pretty sure it's been Yainer Diaz behind the plate most of the time. So definitely check. Let's keep an eye on that. Okay. Let's definitely keep an eye on that. And in our next segment, I do want to talk about some other things that are out there, some other things that we need to focus on. Jake Meyers' amazing catch, and just where we think we see this team going forward and who's going to play what positions. So we'll talk about that next. Hey there, this episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the great, amazing, fun fantasy sports site. One of the best ones you'll ever find. Look, you can go with someone like Aaron Nola or Framber Valdez, more than or less than 7 strikeouts, Adolis Garcia, more than 1.5 bases, or even more than Yordan Alvarez. I think he was at 2 bases today. What's great is it's a skilled-based fantasy game. It is daily fantasy. It is basically, you can make lineup, you can look at lineups, player projections, and so much more. The great thing I love about this is it's protected play. It's suite free. It's season-long projections. You have ties. There are entry fees. And so at the end of the day, Prize Picks is what you want to go to when you go to your fantasy pick site. Download the app today. Use a promo code LOCKEDONMLB for a first deposit match of up to $100. Download the app today and use the code LOCKEDONMLB for a first deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks, pick more, pick less. It's that easy. All right, let's keep rolling here. Locked On Astros. Again, check out Locked On Astros. Check out Locked On Sports Today. It's the only 24/7 streaming YouTube channel. If you want to see all the craziness that's been going on with Caitlin Clark, look, I've started watching Caitlin Clark games, and let me tell you, the treatment she's getting in the WNBA is very unfair. It almost makes me want to start a WNBA podcast just to call it Locked On Caitlin Clark, because that is such a great story. And there's so much vitriol and hate going at her just because she's good, just because she's bringing attention. I would think you would want someone like that to prop up the league, because I can tell you for the first time in a long time, I'm watching women's professional basketball. I'm watching Indiana Fever basketball, and I'm slowly becoming a fan of the Indiana Fever, as they are underdogs, and I want to see them win some more games. Anyways, let me get back to baseball, because that's what we're here for. Jake Meyers. I was sitting on the first base side. I had moved down. I was there with a friend. They had some other friends come, so we went and sat down with them right behind the dugout. And when Byron Buxton hit that ball, my initial thought was, that ball's gone. Like, that ball is going out of the yard. And then it kept diving down. And this is what I loved about the catch. Byron Buxton tipped his helmet to Jake Meyers. Now, he robbed him of a hit. I don't know that it wouldn't have been a home run. It would have been a double. With his speed, it could have been a triple. But regardless, Jake Meyers crashing into the wall, and he wasn't the only defensive play of the game. We also had Kyle Tucker in right field. I was literally 30 yards from that catch. You could hear him hit that wall. I mean, if Kyle Tucker does not get extended, if Kyle Tucker does not get paid by this organization, there are going to be some very upset Astros fans. We watched Springer leave. We watched Correa leave. We watched Cole leave. We watched Charlie Morton. We watched all these great players leave. For the love of God, we know more than likely Alex Bregman is gone. If you don't pay Kyle Tucker, what are we doing? Why do you not pay this man? Extend him now. Forget the off season. Forget we got to focus on playing. No, man, call his agent. say this weekend, we're going to sit down and we're not moving from the table until we get a deal done with you, Kyle Tucker, because you deserve to be in an Astros uniform for the rest of your baseball career, at least for the next 7 years. Let's get it done. Pay him the $40 million, give him the cash, give him the kitchen sink, give him the keys of the city. I don't care what you got to do. Pay this man, period. And Jake Myers is making a case. You know what? Jake Myers is my everyday center fielder, period, end of story. Chaz, sorry, you lost your starting job. Jake is the man. Jake was 0 for 4 today, but he has been hitting this year. He's hitting better than a 221 Chaz McCormick, that's for sure. No, okay, so here's the deal, the bros, 1, 2, 3. Tucker does not want a 10-year deal. Let me ask you where you have that information from. What's your source? Because I can tell you that I know that Kyle Tucker does not want a 10-year deal. You pay him a 7-year deal. You give him the AAV he wants, he stays. He will not require a 10-year deal. 10-year deals are almost done. I think maybe the next 10-year deal that we see is going to be someone like Juan Soto, okay? It's going to be someone like Juan Soto. 12-year, no, it's not, David. No one's going to sign a 12-year, $300 million deal. No, it's going to have to be 7 years, $300 million. It's going to have to be around $40 to $42 million a year. 38 low, 42 high. You can defer stuff at the end with the money coming off the books in 25, with the money coming off the books even in 26, you can pay Kyle Tucker. Yeah, right. So Bleacher Report is wrong. Bleacher Report, I'm telling you right now, bros, that is hogwash. They are assuming, I'm telling you, I know that Kyle Tucker has never asked or ever said that he wanted a 10-year deal. I'm just telling you. I just want to correct you. I'm not trying to be too brash here or too harsh on you. I appreciate you watching. But yeah, I've literally heard that. Okay. Outside of me hearing Kyle Tucker say that, I've heard that he has expressed that he is okay with the 7-year deal. Now, does that happen? Now, does that change? If Kyle Tucker is leading in home runs, because right now, Aaron Judge is killing the baseball, 20 home runs. He's one ahead of Tucker. So he's going to have to keep pace with Gunnar Henderson. He's going to have to keep pace. The MVP race is going to be amazing. Gunnar Henderson, Aaron Judge, Kyle Tucker. I would love to put Yordan Alvarez in there, but he hasn't been hitting lately. Bobby Witt Jr. I mean, you've got a plethora of talent in this American League that is really second to none. So at the end of the day, it is just one of those things where what is going to happen? What is going to happen? Yes. Well, yes. Okay, Matt, that is true. George Springer got burned by the Astros. They offered him 2 different contracts. They offered him a contract with his agent before he was supposed to sign here. And then they offered him a contract, I believe, without his agent present. After that, he was pretty insulted by those 2 deals, and he said, I'll never re-sign with this team. So he wasn't signing regardless. But needless to say, he still got away. He still got away. Again, he's never said Kyle Tucker's never uttered the words 10-year deal. I don't know where Bleacher Report or anybody's getting that. That is not the case. I don't know who Huysman Chancey is, but I guess you're a fan of ours. You trust Crane to sign Tucker? History. Look, you're correct about that. History tells us he doesn't sign Kyle Tucker. History does say that. But if there's one player that you break the mold for, it's Kyle Tucker. You signed Bregman on a sweetheart deal with the club. You signed Altuve twice on a deal that didn't break the club. You signed Javier, which we have not heard anything about Javier. And I am frustrated as heck because they will not tell us about Javier. They will not tell us about Urquidy. My prediction is those 2 guys, at least Urquidy, is going to go on the shelf with Tommy John. I hope that's not the case with Christian Javier. But yes, we will gain money if we lose JV and if we lose Bregman, that's a ton of money that goes off the books. So let me address this, and then we'll get to our third segment. Joseph said if Bagwell is in the mix for deals, he would sign the deal with Tucker, not for 10 years, but maybe a 5. Look, here's the deal. I can tell you right now, after this Jose Abreu thing, outside of the home run today, there's no way Jim Crane is letting Jeffrey Robert Bagwell in on any other contract negotiations. I just don't see it. I just don't see him allowing him to do that. But before we go, I want to get to Alex Bregman in our last segment. Hey, this episode is brought to you by Policy Genius. Get peace of mind by finding the right life insurance policy for your family. You may have life insurance through your work, and you may realize it's not enough. Well, Policy Genius is here to give you the financial safety net to protect you against all the unknowns. And what's great about Policy Genius is they search the marketplace. They don't have a stake in any one company more than the other. They pick the insurance policy that's right for you. Their award-winning agents walk you through the process step by step. Your work life insurance, again, may not cover everything. And what happens if you leave your job? You don't have that life insurance policy. So Policy Genius has, again, 5,000 to 5-star reviews on Google and Trustpilot from customers who found the best fit for their needs. So get peace of mind by finding the right insurance with Policy Genius. With Policy Genius, you can find life insurance policies that start at just $292 per year for $1 million of coverage. Some options are 100% online and let you avoid unnecessary medical exams. Head to policygenius.com or click on the link and in the description to get your free life insurance quotes and see how much you could save. That's policygenius.com. All right, let's get on to Mr. Bregman. Alex Bregman has been hitting the ball better lately. And when I say hitting the ball better, I'm not saying he's at an all-star level. I know David's probably going to put up how many stats in the chat, like how many times he's had a crappy at bat. But at the end of the day, this is a guy that you have to get going. Alex Bregman batting .224. So let's look at his game logs. Look, he started the month of June 2 for 4. Okay. But let's look at his last. He has a 1, 2, 3, 4. He has a 5-game hitting streak going right now. He has hit safely in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In his last 9 games, he's hit safely in 7 of those last 9. Okay. In his last 8 starts of May, he was 1 for 5, 0 for 4, 2 for 4, 0 for 4. Then he was, what is that? Is that it? Okay, right there. Okay, 2 for 4, 2 for 4, 1 for 4, 2 for 4, 1 for 4, 2 for 4 today. I mean, 1 run, 2 run, 1 run. Okay. RBI 1, 2, 4. I mean, this guy since May 24th has hit a lot better. You need Alex Bregman. You need Alex Bregman to be right. You need Alex Bregman. Okay, there you go. He's batting .500 for June. Very good. Huysman and myself. That's kind of weird. Diaz better than Maldi. That's all I have to say about that. Okay, thanks, Maxo Sanchez. Hey, David, look, David, you don't have to keep your mouth shut. David, look. David, you can have your opinion, sir, but we've got to understand that we know the negative things of this ball club. We don't need to drive those things home. I'm trying to get on the bandwagon of Alex Bregman getting hot. I want him to hear the Locked On Astros show talking good about him. Okay. Yeah. So Joseph brings up a good point. The Astros have been playing under controversy since 2019. The pressure has caught up to them, and they know with all the injuries, everybody's trying too hard to be good. They need confidence to win. Exactly. And that's why I think a game like today builds confidence. You have shown the ability to beat good teams. You've shown the ability to get beat by the good teams. You've shown the ability to beat bad teams, and you've shown the ability to get beat by bad teams. You kind of had a little bit of both. And right now, if the Houston Astros do not find a way to get to between 18 and 20 wins for the month of June, then we're going to be in trouble. We're going to be in trouble. So win number one, if you're trying to win 20 out of the 24 games, if you're trying to go, 20-4 or 19-5. I think I did the math earlier. Let's see the Houston Astros schedule here so I can recall it. If I can get to it, because I hate going into these things and not knowing exactly how many games they have. Pulling up the schedule here. Let's look at the schedule. They have exactly, they have 5. They have 26 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 games. If they can go 20-6, if they can go 20, if they can go 19-5, if they can go 18-6, I mean, look, or 18-8, if they can win between 18 and 20 games, this team will be on a roll. And what's going to have to happen is Framber Valdez is going to have to continue to pitch. You've got guys that are going to near their innings limit, like Blanco. You've got to be careful with him. You've got to be careful. Hunter Brown's pitching better. You got to be careful with your pitching staff that isn't as seasoned as your veteran guys like an Alex Bregman, okay? But you've got pitchers out there that are pitching a lot of innings. Spencer Arrighetti is going to pitch more than he has. And get this, let me show y'all this statistic about Bryan Abreu. Bryan Abreu made his 29th appearance today. No reliever has entered a game more this year than Bryan Abreu. That is a little bit of a concern. Hey, what's up, Uncle Drew? Hey, Uncle Drew, we need to connect. I need to get you the thing I'm going to send you. What you won was a Yordan Alvarez ring. I never told you what it is you won. So hit me up again on socials, and I'll make sure I send that out to you in the mail tomorrow. Thank you for being a loyal listener for a long, long time. But Alex Bregman getting right. Abreu, if he's going to be on this team, he has to contribute. Because what did Dana Brown say? If you're not contributing, you're not playing. Okay? Start playing better than Singleton. He's not going to play better defense. If Chas McCormick isn't the answer, then by God, get Joey Loperfido up here and let the kid crush baseballs and play left field. I want a Loperfido, Myers, and Tucker outfield. That's what I want. I want Dubon to be my utility infielder. I love the fact that he gave Jeremy Pena a rest. I believe it was yesterday. I would like Dubon to give the guys at first base or third base, or even Jose Altuve a rest at second. So it's just one of those things where there are a lot of things pitching-wise that concern me, okay? But you've got to have more like this. Framber Valdez, 7 innings, 4 Ks, 85 pitches, 50 were strikes. His ERA again is under 4. Almost threw a no-hitter. Almost threw another no-hitter in an Astros uniform at home. He's done it once before. You can thank the jersey. Again, if you weren't here at the beginning, the jersey that I'm wearing is the one that helped these guys win today. You're welcome. It's my public service. And guess what? I got my tickets on Game Time. I went there. Amazing prices, all-in-one pricing. I mean, I absolutely love using Game Time. And if you do go to Game Time, use the promo code LOCKEDONMLB. You get $20 off. There's a little extra ad for them. But look, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm Htown Wheelhouse. This has been a great special edition, Saturday Night Live edition, winning edition of Locked On Astros. Check me out later tonight around 10:30. Back to the bullpen. We'll go live. No, I did not get the bobblehead, Chris. Thank you for asking, but I will be getting the giveaway box at the end of the season, so I will get one of everything that they give away. So I didn't worry about that. But yeah, thank you guys and girls for tuning in. Linda, Joseph, Michael, Uncle Drew, Chris, Garrett, who else? Supreme Panda, David, Joaquin, Omar, Killa Cam TV. I mean, all you guys, Joaquin, who am I missing? Maxo, Peyton, trying to get everybody in here before time runs out. Huysman, Chancey, whoever you are. Papa D in the house. Wheelbite is in the house. Omar Gutierrez, Bros123, Metal Maniac, Jason Jackson. Jaron is a former student of mine. Matt McNeil. And if I missed you, I'm so sorry. I'm sitting here trying to scroll through all the names. Thank y'all for tuning in. This has been another great edition of Locked On Astros. Make sure y'all tune back in. This week, I've got Will Kunal, the new Mark Berman, the new Fox 26 guy, is going to be co-hosting with me this week. I've got some other special co-hosts coming on, trying to get Mike Stanton in to co-host with me, Locked On Astros. So check it out this week. Eric is on a cruise. And here's the deal. If the Astros can win 3 games in a row while Eric's on his cruise, I'm going to make him come on live and co-host from the cruise. I told him he has to work. He has to work. So thank y'all for tuning in to Locked On Astros. Remember, we're your team every day. Nobody does more for your Houston Astros. We are the only place that has you covered the way we do. You know what? Help us get to 12,000 subscribers. Help us get to 20,000 subscribers. We're climbing the charts, and so are the Houston Astros. Remember, we are your team every day. You go Stros. That's the outro music. I'm done. I've got to go get something to eat. I've got to go get prepared for back to the bullpen. Check me out there. I'm out. And that's a wrap.